Hello fellow old schoolers, and welcome to the final clash at the summit of the high mountains. This is the finals, and my opponent is a pretty cheeky guy, and a great deck here. I call it Enchantress and Stasis. And yeah, we see it here. By the way, the pilot and inventor of this deck is also the guy behind Tropical Twister that we've seen a bunch on this channel, and has actually spawned an entire new archetype across tournaments, at least in Denmark, where we see a few odd Tropical Twisters from his appearances here. So, nice guy, my childhood buddy here. This time it is the Enchantress that's the motor of his deck. We see a lot of enchantments here, obviously, a couple of Stasis at his luck, and some creatures that don't tap to attack, like the Rabbit Wombat. A small creature that grows the more enchantments he gets on it, so that's a nice little synergy effect with the Enchantress here. He plays enchantments on the Wombat, it grows in strength and power, and he draws additional cards with the Enchantress. We also have Zephyr Falcons, they don't tap either. Then we have Time Elementals. They're great with Stasis, as they can bounce the Stasis up at the end step of the opponent, and then the pilot here gets his own untap phase and can just play the Stasis one more time. Those Air Elementals, I suppose they're like a beatdown creature, meant for when the Stasis isn't there. Obviously, it would be way better if they didn't tap like Serra Angels, but this guy only plays blue and green, so he can't include the Serra Angel. So instead, we have the Air Elementals. A couple of fast bonds, and we have Wild Growth, Sylvan Library, Control Magics as other enchantments, a bunch of elves here, and some Pendelhaven to pump them. And yeah, that's about it. Very synergetic combo deck here, very spicy and cool. And it's won all its matches to get here, coming up against the Demon Engine in these finals. And we've gone over the Demon Engine a bunch of times before, so I won't bore you here. Here we have it. It is a sacrifice deck with Carrion Ants and robots, Cry Shields, Diamond Bellies, and yeah, its ability to sacrifice robots for additional mana after they've spent their counters, and using that mana to cast Yakmoth Demons and just go to town with those big fellas. After sideboard, you can go with the Greed Ivory Tower route. And also gain a bunch of life with Cry Shield in combination with those robots. That's the setup for this final match of the High Mountains. Let's get ready for the finals. This is round number 1. And seems like a mulligan in here. Not the best start, but these things happen. He's on the play. Fast bond immediately into a tropical island. Oh, look at this. All that mana. I only have a swamp and a library. He must have drawn into that, but okay. Yeah, so Rabbit Wombat turn 1 here. And I'm scrambling for defenses here, getting a wee little priest out. At least he can't use it. Oh, he can't use it. Library, I was about to say, because he spent all his hand, but there's a Rabbit Wombat flying in here, and the ultimate mutation gives it +3/+3, and as the Rabbit Wombat gains +2/+2 for its enchantment it has, there's like 5, 6 Rabbit Wombat coming in here immediately. Turn 2 here, and I'm mana starved. Cry Shield getting out here. At least I can make sure my priest will have 4 in toughness next turn, protecting myself with the shield, but I'm really on the back foot here, getting pummeled by that rabid rodent there. An island coming out. He attacked again for 4. I'm down to 11 points of life. It does keep the elves at bay because they only won 1, and I do have a 1/2 priests, and I can now make it a 1/4. And thus block the Rabbit Wombat, as it will continue to weaken from that unstable mutation. Next time it will only have 3 in power. Yeah, here we go, passing the turn after playing an island. So if he attacks, I can still block, but I suppose he can get in with his elves and his factory. He does so here, coming over with everything. I think that's the correct play. Really aggressive start here. And I need time to get the robots going. Should probably Yeah, probably block the Wombat here and use the Cry Shield, maybe, to gain additional toughness. Definitely a defensive setup you don't see every day, using a Cry Shield like this. Yep, I'm doing so here. Taking 5 points of damage. No, 4 points of damage from the elf in the factory, another elf coming out. Okay. Need to work overtime here. 5 mana. I suppose I can sack the shield for mana with the priest and use that mana to play some sort of robot here. Okay, I'm doing so here. That's 2 black mana. Sad to let the shield go, but need some big boys out here. I'm only down to 7 points of life. What a rush. So Triskelion coming out here. I can blow up the elves, I suppose. But I'm still threatening. I can also block the factory and then blow up one elf. And still kill the factory. A lot of punches coming in here. Coming over the Rabbit Wombat again. He's just 2-3 at this point. What to do? Okay, I'm just gunning it down all the elves with the machine gun. And just... Do I take 4 points of damage then? No, I block one of them. I'm going to take 2 points of damage. Enchantress hitting the table here. Just got to weather the storm. At least the Wombat will be weaker each turn. Unless he gets another unstable mutation on it. Icy coming down. Oh, holding on for dear life here from this onslaught. Rabbit Wombat slowly dying here to that unstable mutation. Only a 1-2 at this point. Goes into his attack phase. I tap his factory. He attacks with the Wombat. I block with the priest, and it's a pillow fight. Both are 1-2 creatures. Nothing happens. Okay. Ooh, Royal Assassin. Icy Manipulator combination here. That's schoolyard tactics. Now he needs a control magic or something to take my Royal Assassin, but he only has a single blue mana online, so he can't play it yet. I should probably get rid of that Enchantress ASAP. Oh, he attacks. Oh, okay, Time Elemental just to buy time, and a forest coming down. Okay, I need to get rid of the Time Elemental instead then. Because once it gets online, it'll just bounce my Royal. Or bounce anything I try to slice up with the Royal Assassin. Sushi coming down. 5 life left. And he's completely unscathed at this point. But I can start to whittle him down. Okay, playing an unstable mutation on his Enchantress. But it'll only make her a 3-5 creature. So he can't really attack us. I can just block with the Sushi. And the Rabbit Wombat has gone off to Rodent Heaven after really doing a ton of work here. Okay, sacking the Sushi. Oh, to put down a Yawgmoth Demon. Sacking the Sushi provides 4 colors mana when the Sushi goes to the graveyard, and 4 black mana because of the priest. So that's 8 mana. Yawgmoth costs 6, so it actually pays for a lot of stuff. Now tapping the Enchantress and then slicing up with the Royal Assassin here. So a massive shift in this game. Taking the turn back to me, the Yawgmoth Demon eats my Mox. I need to sacrifice an artifact to it each turn, otherwise it taps and does damage to me. It becomes worthless, so needs to pay your dues. Next turn I'll suppose I can just shoot all guns with the Triskelion and then feed it to the monster. Do have a lot of things I need to do here. 5 life. I don't know if he plays with Sonic Blasts. I remember I was wondering that at this point. Chaos Orb coming down. Really secure position here. Just before the finish line. Actually seems like I might pull through. That giant demon flies over the head of the factories for 6 points of damage, and Trisk gets in as well. Yeah, and if he actually... Okay, he activates the factory. If he does that, I can tap and slice it with the Royal. I can Chaos Orb it. It's a bit of a pickle he's on here. Does he choose to do so? Tries to block the Trisk maybe? Tries to attack. So perhaps the other one. Okay, instead of Chaos Orbing, I'm gunning it down with the Trisk. He tried to attack with the factories. Sliced one up and gunned the other one down. Keeping the Chaos Orb in the back pocket. I think it's because I dread control magic at this point. And or Steel Artifact. I can't remove enchantments with this deck. So the Chaos Orb is actually a fail-safe against all his outs. Regrowth here. Just getting a factory up. Okay, at this point I'm Chaos Orbing. Oh, he thought I was Chaos Orbing. Oh, I'm feeding the monster the Chaos Orb instead. Running out of artifacts real fast here. Keeping the Icy. Because the Icy Roll Assassin combination is worth a lot. Now sacrificing the Icy. 4 black mana. Tetris. Oh, that'll provide me a lot of fodder for the Yawgmoth Demon. I can just, yeah. Oh, Ancestor Recall. Yeah, I can just split the Tetris up to a lot of 1/1 artifact creatures and use that to feed the Yawgmoth Demon next turn. Really neat, because otherwise the Yawgmoth Demon might kill me, so I really need to keep him happy here. Okay, splitting it up, feeding the Yawgmoth Demon one of those Tetravai counters. Good thing I had that. Resources are dwindling though. Oh, okay, getting in for the killing move here. He actually had 3 elementals on his hand and an unstable mutation, drew into that, but didn't have a second blue mana source. What a beatdown at the opening rounds of this game, but this is the second round here. He starts off Library of Alexandria on the draw here. Not too shabby at all. And I have an Ancestor Recall. Need a Strip Mine or a Chaos Orb here. Factory, another Mox. Okay, power starts on both sides. Mine is an immediate power start, and his will slowly get more and more gross as time goes on. Drawing with the library here, getting out of Sol Ring. So this is going to be a quick game, I think. Look at all that mana and all that draw power. Both players arming themselves to the teeth here. Playing the Icy. Yeah, so I'm doing that trick. It's often overlooked, but when you tap down the library, he has 6 cards in hand, and I tap down the library before his draw step, so he can't use the library. Now he can't really play any cards. Oh, okay, he chooses to play the Enchantress. Otherwise, he would have to wait to get back up to 7 cards before he could use the library. So now you can actually really postpone a Library of Alexandria if you play it like this. That's probably the reason why I played it so early instead of an attacking robot. Copying the Icy here. And a Roll Assassin. Okay, that's bad news bears for him because he doesn't have any blue mana. He does have that library though. He needs to get back into library range. I tap down his Sol Ring for good measure in his upkeep. Plays a fast one. Why on earth? Oh, just to draw another card, I suppose. First blue mana here. And he needs to keep back. No, he draws another card. I suppose. Drops his entire hand. Why would you do that? His only out here is getting back into library range. These things don't matter. I'll tap down his Enchantress as she attacks. Diamond Valley coming out, slicing up the Enchantress here. Another demon. What a final here. Yawgmoth Demon coming out each and every time to play. Awesome stuff. Does have a recall and a regrowth in hand. If you could get an assisted recall or something, you could really abuse it. Getting an Enchantress out. Okay. Regrowthing that. Intimidation just to draw another card. That's a blue Mox he got in there. Needs to get up to 7 cards here, I think. Okay. The Yawgmoth Demon eats a red Mox. Now it's demon time. Oh, and there's a Mana Vault I can sack to the the demon. Tapping Enchantress. And with the extra mana, getting out another priest. And now the Yawgmoth Demon comes over for 6 points of damage. First blood in the second round here. He needs a control magic and another island ASAP. Energy Flux. Ooh, brutal. And a Stasis. Oh, that's brutal. I can't untap. That means I can't pay for my artifacts. Brilliant move. Okay, I'm eating the Mana Vault. Tapping to keep something going here. Yeah, tapping to keep one of the ices going. Everything else crumbles under that combination. Energy Flux, Stasis. And the Yawgmoth Demon is gone to sleep. Okay, so we need to do something here. If there was an island, I would tap it, but there isn't even an island, so he should lose his Stasis next turn. He can't pay the upkeep. Now he loses his stuff. Yeah. I suppose we could have paid for one of them. Oh, he doesn't want to. He has a Chaos Orb. Chaos Orb in the Icy? Really? Would you do that? Have to pay. Shouldn't you? Oh, he's doing it because then the Yawgmoth Demon can't. It's a perfect hit. Then the Yawgmoth Demon, I'm running out of food for it. That's what he's banking on here. Yawgmoth Demon gets up. I need final thing. Need to activate my factory, and then it eats the factory worker, and I'm out of artifacts now because he chaos stopped my IC. Revenge Poke with the Royal Assassin, getting in with the Yawgmoth Demon. I need another artifact. No artifact. That is brutal. I can't feed the monster now. Great play by him. Hitting me where it hurts. And as I said, if I don't feed the Yawgmoth Demon, it just taps. Oh, I just eat it with the Diamond Valley though. Otherwise it would tap and just do damage to me. Okay, so just sacrificing the demon with the Diamond Valley. Getting 6 points of life. I only have 2 mana sources actually working for me. Because I lost all my artifact mana from that Energy Flux. And now I need to pay for the Chaos Orb. I'm electing to Chaos Orb the Energy Flux here. It's too evil against me. With all my robots. Let's see if it hits. Yep. Pretty secure flip here. Hot damn. Final hangs in the balance here. Both sides have been wrecked, but I have a ton of life and he's at 7 points of life here, so that is an advantage. He does have a recall in hand. Yeah, okay, spending it here. Getting the Chaos up. Okay. Chaos up in the Royal Assassin. Oh, but it misses barely. Yeah, he tries to sneak it over, but that's too bad, Jacob. Royal Assassin survives. Lucky me. These things don't usually happen, but once in a blue moon, that's a Chaos Orb miss. And he's tapped out, so I'm just attacking with the Priest and the Royal Assassin here for 2 points of damage. Might as well. He's down to 5. Maze of Ith. Ooh, and an Elemental. Yeah, that's why he wanted to get rid of my Royal Assassin, because the Royal Assassin will keep me alive here. Oh, okay, sinkholing his Maze of Ith. Must have taken that sinkhole in from the sideboard. Recognizing that this guy usually plays a lot of Maze of Ith. That's his playstyle. So it's a standstill here. Overtaking by Royal Assassin with a control magic. Now he's slowly clawing back into it. I'm eating it as a response with the Diamond Valley. Obviously, I don't want an opposing Royal Assassin. He attacks with the Elemental. I terrorize it. And then I animate it. Are you kidding me? That's so funny. Okay, Undead Elemental. How the turntables have turned, or what you say. Yeah, getting in here. Only 3 points of damage, but it's sufficient. Cracking his Mace of Ith, Undead Elemental, using his own creatures against him here. Stasis, okay, keeping alive, 2 points of life. Let's see how long he keeps this going. Elemental can't being a spoil sport and just drain life and can for 2. I got that 3rd mana. So Demon Engine pulls out a victory here. What a match. 2 brilliant matches here, I think. Ending it with an undead elemental, traitor elemental, and a drain life because I got that extra swamp, so I can drain life for 2, barely. So, yep, the Demon Engine and the Yawgmoth Demon is the king of the high mountains for now. He's roaming free across the peaks. So, I hope you enjoyed this more spicy tournament. Nice win, first win for the Demon Engine for me, and yeah, it's a good one to have this one under your belt. Very small mini tournament, but all in good fun. But yeah, it's just great to play these very unorthodox matches, I think. Hope you enjoyed this series, and I will get back to you with some more matches. Next time it will be probably from the Eel Castle Cup. I'll catch you next time.